Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're all having an amazing week. Currently it is Friday and let's get right into the charts. Starting off with Bitcoin, of course, you can see right here on the short term we are still consolidating at a very key level. Basically Bitcoin is remaining above the monthly open level, but as of right now we are struggling to reclaim the Monday high right here, which was the move that we had on Monday, the pump to 77.8k. Bitcoin is as of right now failing to close a candle above this level, as you can see right here. So far we have just seen wicks right here, and we are also remaining above the EMAs, which are currently sloping towards the downside, which is of course not that great. There is, as of things are looking right now, the possibility of a breakdown to potentially sweep this low right here below 75, basically 74.9k is where I am looking at the make it or break it moment for Bitcoin, which is basically if we don't hold this level right here. You can see this is also the value area high of the range. Basically, if we don't hold this level, then I believe we're gonna be start testing the lower levels right here, which are going to be the highs which we made before at around 74k. And if basically price loses this level, then consolidates here, fails to reclaim back, then the next possibility is going to be start breaking lower, and then we could consider the POC level at 67k to be the next target. But those are deep targets right now. They are not in my play right now. They are a possibility, but as of right now, the more probable scenario, as I have mentioned also in my previous videos, are Bitcoin to sweep this low below 75k. Basically, we go down to this low, sweep the liquidity right here, and then start pushing for the highs again, and then eventually trying to reach the level which is right here, the value area low and the POC level of the previous range before breaking down lower. Those are the plays that I'm looking for right now. As I said, I believe this is how things are going to be playing out. Of course, it's not a financial advice. Hype on the other hand is still trying to run. You can see we have broken above the value, the all-time high, excuse me. But as of right now, we are kind of struggling. We did potentially made a swing failure pattern right here, but as of right now, price is still keeping afloat. We are not rejecting that hard right here. Basically, we did reject quite a bit. If we measure it from the high, we went down like 6%, but a harder rejection would be down like back to those highs right here. This would be considered a actual swing failure pattern where we reject and price drops down like 13-14% in Hype's case. But things are looking right now strong. We are still strong. RSI on the daily momentum is getting a bit overbought right here. We are currently hitting above the 80 line, which is of course soon going to be a bigger correction. But you know, RSIs can lag behind. We could get another push higher before that happens. And then we start getting the cool off in the indicators. As long as the stock market remains near the highs right here in the S&P 500's case, the Nasdaq, same thing, and Bitcoin remains ranging above the value area high, the altcoins like Hype are going to have their time. Something also to look out for is the dollar. I believe yesterday we did actually fill the gap right here. Basically, I do believe it is filled, but maybe we get another full candle push towards the upside to get basically to be sure that we are actually filling this gap. Since this week right here, you could consider it filled. I do consider it, but if we get another candle push to higher prices, basically to this hard target like the monthly R1, then we are going to be considering the gap filled, of course. On the short term for Bitcoin, you can see it right here. Ever since losing 81k and dropping below the VWAP, the price has been going down. We are currently trading above 77k, which is still nice to see. If we remain above 77 to 76, we could still see that continuation higher without dropping lower to grab the liquidity right here. Of course, we need to reclaim VWAP and start trending higher for this to happen. But as of right now, you can see the delta has been ever since this top right here going down. Open interest is also down, while the delta is also down. Of course, this means that there is a lot of sell pressure coming in. Volume is also not that great. You can see we have very low volume during this move right here. We also got a lot of liquidity piled on the downside. You can see right here, down to basically below 75k, we also got liquidity. But something to be wary of is that liquidity which have left ever since a couple of days ago, right here on the top side. And this is also where our CME gap and our weekly pivot are sitting, which of course they've not been filled yet. So I do believe that a push to the upside will happen in the next coming days. Of course, not a financial advice, but this is what I believe is going to happen. And we're gonna grab that liquidity. The market makers will grab that liquidity, and also we're going to fill the CME gap. Fear and Greed Index right now still remaining at 40, nothing new here. Spot ETFs with another day of outflows. You can see 100 million for yesterday, and today is the last day where we get a spot ETFs outflows or inflows. Then we come into the weekend, of course, but you can see the last 5 days has been absolutely bearish in the red, with BlackRock and all the bigger institutions selling off, which basically means one or two things. While the selling pressure is so big and Bitcoin fails to break down, this is either going to be like 1, 2, 3 or 4 more days of selling off, and then once they stop selling, this is when Bitcoin left them behind and bounces hard to the upside. And as of right now, as I said, I do believe this is the more probable scenario. Long versus shorts ratio for the day, as you can see, more shorts in the market overall. The selling pressure is real. Even on Hyperliquid, the bigger whales are right now sitting in the short side. We did have our news yesterday. We also do have some data coming out today after the New York Open. So it's gonna be very volatile Friday. And watch out for that, guys. I believe this would cover it for today. Hope you like it, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.